everyone, my name is Aarti and you're watching HW News. The Modi government is currently firefighting a full-blown diplomatic crisis sparked by remarks made by its national spokesperson, the spokesperson of Bharatiya Janata Party, Nupur Sharma, on live television debate on Gyanvapi Mosque issue on Prophet Muhammad. Now, while the BJP has already suspended Nupur Sharma as well as it has also suspended Naveen Kumar Jindal, who also made offensive tweet against Prophet Muhammad, but the condemnation from across the Middle East, from across the Gulf countries and West Asia is still pouring in. In the last 48 hours, as many as 15 countries from the Middle East, including Qatar, including Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Libya, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Maldives, Indonesia have slammed the remarks made by Nupur Sharma and also registered their official protest with the Indian envoys in their country. There are reports that the protests are also taking place in several countries against the remarks made by Nupur Sharma, and so much so that Indian products on the shelves are also being taken off. So that is the kind of protest that is happening in the Middle East over the statement that was made by Nupur Sharma. Well, the Indian government has already cleared that they have nothing to do with the statement that was made by Nupur Sharma, who is a BJP functionary, and in fact the Indian envoy, Indian embassy in Qatar has also said that these views are not the official views of the government of India, but in fact these are views of the French. But the protests are still happening in several countries. In fact, back in India also, after her statement, there was a huge uproar, there was protest in the country. However, it was not until the Gulf countries took note, however, it was not until that the protest happened in Middle Eastern countries that Modi government took notice of it, and the BJP also suspended these two leaders. Now, while the BJP in a damage control mode has suspended these leaders, BJP has also now come up with a set of new guidelines for those leaders, those representatives of the party who represent the party in television news channel debates, discussions, panel discussions, and on television news media. So what are these new guidelines? Let us go through it that the BJP has issued for its spokesperson. Now, the ruling BJP has set these new boundaries for its spokesperson and leaders joining the TV debates as the government faces a huge international backlash over Nupur Sharma's comments. The party has said that only authorized spokesperson and panelists will participate in television news debates. BJP sources also say that they will be assigned by the media cell. So basically the BJP media cell will create a list of panelists, create a list of party spokesperson, and only those leaders and spokespersons are allowed to represent party on a television news channel or news debate. Second, the spokesperson have been warned against criticizing any particular religion, its symbols or religious figures. This is what the sources say. Further on, BJP panelists have been forbidden from crossing the line during heated discussion. They have been urged to keep their language restrained and not get agitated or excited. For no provocation can they violate the party's ideology or ideals. This is what it says. So basically the new guideline also says that no matter whatever the provocation, the party representatives, the party spokespersons and leaders should not get agitated, and they should not make any kind of comment that are foul. They should not use foul language during these debates. Further on, it says that BJP has ordered its spokesperson to first check for the topic of the TV discussion, prepare for it and find out the party's line on it before appearing on any channel. This is to ensure that the spokesperson do not make any statement that is contrary to the party's official line. Further on, it says that spokesperson and panelist of the party should stay on the agenda and they should not fall into any trap. So if there are any diversion for the topic, they should not fall for it, but they should stick to the agenda. The BJP also wants its spokesperson to focus on the government's social welfare work and only speak about it. The government continues to firefight after the comments of two leaders provoked condemnation from at least 15 countries. So these are the broad guidelines that have been given by the BJP to its spokesperson and representatives and leaders. However, it is worth noting here that in the last few years, the television news debates that happen on prime time live television news networks have turned into a sort of circus. This is what the critics also allege, that the debates have turned into a sort of circus, a TRP race, a rat race for TRP, where the panelists from both the spectrum of ideology, both spectrum of political views, are pitted against each other, and rather than a constructive discussion, it is shouting down the other opposition, shouting down the other panelists. This is what happens on a live television news channels, and we have also seen in the past few years the quality of TV news debate going down. Now this is what the really issue is. However, there have been habitual hate speech offenders in the BJP as well, and this is not me saying, the BJP itself has identified 38 such leaders who are habitual offenders of hate speech, who make hate speech, and it has incidentally also identified 2,700 instances of hate speeches made by these leaders. 27 of them have already been sent a warning notice. Now, who are these leaders? The leaders include Anant Kumar Hegde from Karnataka, Shobha Karandaje from Karnataka, Pratap Simha again from Karnataka. It also includes Vinay Katiyar, Sangeet Som, Sakshi Maharaj. It includes T. Raja Singh from Hyderabad. These are some of the names that I am putting in front of you, but there are total 38 of such leaders that the party has identified who are habitual offenders, who make hate speech. This is what the party has done. They have identified it, and they have also sent warning notices to 27 of them. Now this is the entire exercise is of a damage control, but how much of this action will continue to be in the practice, that we have to see. Well, that's all for this video. Do let us know what you think about this. What do you think about the new guidelines that BJP has set for its panelist, for its spokesperson, in the comment box below. For more news and updates, you can log on to www.hwnews.in.